In the heart of a burning desert, a lonely parrot sat beside her two tiny chicks. The sun blazed above, the sand shimmered like fire, and not a drop of water could be found. Her little ones cried for food, for water, but there was nothing she could give. Their tiny voices grew weaker, until one fell silent forever. The mother parrot looked to the sky, tears rolling down her face. She whispered, "Please, just one drop of mercy." And then, the sky turned gray, the wind changed, and rain began to fall. The mother spread her wings wide, protecting her only chick as the desert bloomed once more. Sometimes, even in the harshest deserts, a mother's tears can bring life back to the world.
It was a cold, rainy night. A little kitten sat alone on the street, shivering. Everyone walked past, except one small boy. He stopped, looked at her, and smiled. Without a word, he took off his jacket and wrapped the kitten gently inside. From that night, they never left each other's side. Years passed. The boy grew up, and so did the kitten. One day, danger struck. The same kitten, now strong and brave, jumped in to save his life. That day, the boy realized kindness always comes back. In the burning heat of summer, all the parrots were suffering. Their feathers drooped, their wings felt heavy, and there was no shade anywhere. Then came a wise old parrot, calm and full of hope. He looked around and said, "We can save each other." So, he gathered green leaves from tall trees. And the little parrots joined him, fluttering with excitement. Together, they built a cool, leafy shade house. A small green paradise in the middle of the hot jungle. One by one, the parrots came inside. They laughed, they played, they felt peace again. The wise parrot smiled proudly. And then looked at the camera and said, "Funny tone. Now come on, you forgot to like and subscribe." Once, in a cozy little house, lived a cat family, Mama, Papa, and their tiny kitten, Mimi. Mama cooked delicious meals, Papa brought milk, and Mimi loved to play all day. One evening, Mimi got lost in the garden. Mama and Papa searched everywhere until they found her near the swing. They hugged her tightly, purring with joy. Once upon a sunny day, a little white kitten named Coco played happily among the flowers. Butterflies danced around her, and the breeze made the petals sway. Then, she saw a lonely black cat sitting under a tree. He looked hungry, and a little sad. His name was Milo. Coco slowly walked to him and gently pushed her bowl of milk forward. Milo looked up, his eyes softened. He smiled, and began to drink. From that moment, they became best friends. Every day, they played together in the park. And when the sun set, they sat side by side, watching the golden sky turn to stars. On a windy evening, a little girl stood beside a quiet pond. In her tiny hands, she held a paper boat, carefully made with love. She smiled, and softly said, "Goodbye, little boat, sail far and be brave." The wind blew harder. The boat began to drift away, dancing over the ripples. Then, dark clouds rolled in. Raindrops started to fall. And the little girl ran home, looking back again and again. Her boat, lost in the rain. But the next morning, as sunlight touched her doorstep, she gasped. There it was. Her paper boat, resting safely by her door. She smiled, eyes shining with joy. The boat had found its way home. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a kind farmer. He had a beautiful parrot, bright green feathers, and a voice that could sing like magic. Every morning, the farmer would listen, smiling as the parrot filled the air with joy. But one day, the farmer thought, "Maybe my friend deserves freedom." With a gentle smile, he opened the cage. The parrot looked at him, then spread its wings and soared into the open sky. Days passed, the farmer missed him deeply. Then one bright morning, the parrot returned, perched on the same tree, and began to sing again. The farmer smiled softly. Because true love never cages. It always finds its way back. One day, the fox found a golden tree, shining bright like the sun. And every day, that tree gave him one sweet, golden fruit. The fox ate it, danced with joy, and smiled all day long. But soon, he grew greedy. He said, "Why only one fruit a day?" He picked up an axe, and chopped the magical tree down. The light faded. The forest went dark. The fox looked. No more magic, no more fruit, just silence. Tears filled his eyes. He whispered, "I lost everything, because of my greed." And then he cried, because no one liked, or subscribed. Once upon a time, in a deep, green forest, lived a poor woodcutter. Every day, he worked hard, cutting wood to survive. One morning, a tiny bird came fluttering near him. It chirped sweetly, and soon, became his friend. Together, they started building a small hut. A home, made with love and hope. The bird brought twigs from far away, and the woodcutter joined every piece with care. Days passed, and finally, their little hut stood strong and beautiful. They smiled, happy, proud, and thankful. But one night, dark clouds filled the sky. Thunder roared, lightning flashed. A terrible storm hit the forest. The wind screamed. Trees bent. And lightning struck the hut. The woodcutter fell. The bird cried and cried, calling his name. The storm ended, but silence filled the forest. The bird sat beside him, with tears in its tiny eyes. Its friend was gone. And yet, even after all this, you still didn't like and subscribe.
On a hot summer day, a small mango tree stood, dry and weak under the burning sun. A little parrot flew by and felt sad for the poor tree. It said softly, "Don't worry, I'll help you." Every day, the parrot brought water in its tiny beak and poured it on the tree's roots. Slowly, the tree turned green again. Leaves shimmered, flowers bloomed, and soon, golden mangoes hung from its branches. The parrot chirped happily, "Look, you're alive again, my friend." But one stormy night, dark clouds roared and strong winds blew. The mango tree shook and the fruits fell to the ground. When the storm ended, the tree was broken and lifeless once more. The parrot sat beside it, its eyes filled with tears. Yet the next morning, from the same spot, a tiny sprout appeared. New life, new hope. The parrot smiled through its tears and whispered, "You're back again, my dear friend." Under the silver moon, a tiny puppy yawns softly. The stars twinkle above, whispering dreams in the quiet night. He curls up on the soft grass and smiles in his sleep, dreaming of bones, butterflies, and endless love, till the morning light. Good night, little cat, meow. Meow, meow. The moon shines softly through your window. Close your eyes and dream. Dream of milk, dream of stars, dream of endless cuddles, till the morning light. On a dark, cold night, a little candle stood all alone. Hence, the wind blew hard, trying to end her tiny light. She whispered, "I'll shine, even if it's just for one more second." And in that second, she lit another candle. Now the darkness was gone, and the world glowed again.